Hi, my name is Marco Brown. I'm a divorce attorney in Salt Lake City, Utah. I own Brown Family Law. Coming to you today, talking to you about the most commonly asked questions about divorce on the internet. There's divorce and child custody, actually. This is the child custody question. This one is, how can a father lose custody? There are a lot of ways that dads can lose custody. The one I see the most is, well, let me preface it with this. I hear a lot of people complaining that the judicial system is just stacked against dads. They can't get 50-50 custody. They can't do this. They can't do that. I've helped 4,000 people plus people through divorce at this point. I've met with over 10,000 people. In the past, it was very difficult for men to get full custody of kids. I have a friend who was a cop in the 80s in Philadelphia, and his wife was a drug addict in Philly, and he said it was still extraordinarily difficult for him to get custody of his two boys. Times have changed. This is 2022, and courts are much, much more amenable to men having full custody of kids and having half custody of kids as well. So different time, much, much easier now. If you're a dad, is the best time ever to be getting divorced and to get a lot of time with your children. So just wanted to put that out there up front. But how do dads lose custody? Drugs and alcohol, probably the number one. You know, you get addicted to drugs and alcohol. You do stupid things. Maybe you get DUIs. Maybe you engage in domestic violence. And that's not going to go well because the judge is going to look at the best interest of the children. And if you are high or you are just hopped up on alcohol all the time, it's probably not in the best interest of the kids to be around you a lot. So that's probably the number one. Number two is guys just move on. You know, they cheat on their wives, they get new girlfriends, whatever it is, and they're just not around their kids very much. And it's hard to get a lot of time with your kids when you make a voluntary decision not to be around your kids very often. So that's the reality of the situation. That happens far, far too often with men. I wish men didn't do that sort of thing, but they do it all the time. And if they do, they will lose custody of their kids. And then I think the last one is when you go through the divorce process, I get a lot of guys coming in and they want 50-50 custody. They say, that is my bottom line. I absolutely want it. And then we get into the divorce process and they just kind of give up. You know, maybe their soon-to-be ex is difficult to deal with, whatever it is. They just kind of give up and they say, well, I don't want 50-50 anymore. I'll take like 20% of the overnights with my kids instead of 50% of the overnights. And I always tell them, look, I can get you 50-50. You're a good dad. We can do this for you. You just have to stay the course. And they choose not to stay the course. Okay. This happens, unfortunately, far too often. And again, I wish it didn't. I wish guys would just stay the course. Realize that if you go through this process, we can maximize the time you have with the kids and get you a lot of really, really good time. But guys just lose that on tons of custody because they get into the litigation process and they just decide that they don't want to do it anymore, and they'll just give their wives kind of whatever they want, and they go from 50% down to 20% or 15% or something like that. So I think those are really the top three ways. Take away from this, if you're a guy, be really, really active in your kids' lives, and if you are getting divorced, stay the course. You're going to be fine. We'll get you a lot of time with your kids. All right. If you need help with divorce or a child custody case, give us a call, 801-685-9999. Look forward to helping you.